In the midst of a patch full of mourning, I call to you. In the midway between going and arriving, I call to you. Into the darkness behind closed eyelids again, I call to you. Into the search for your door, I keep knocking.
Good morning, everybody. This is Terry Brightwater, holistic life coach, quantum space clearer. This is the Inner Space blog for April the 7th, 2013. So here I am. It's about 5:30 in the morning here in Costa Rica. As you can see, the sun is on my face, and if I've edited this video correctly, you will see some sunrises at the beginning of this video. So, how are you doing out there? It's glorious here with the sun on my face. Yeah, this week's evolutionary theme is about genuine generosity. So this evolutionary wave of consciousness, of unconsciousness, flowing through our individual and collective psyche and evolutionary selves. Generosity. So there's in some ways this theme's quite simple, and it can get quite complicated, but I'll try and make it as simple as possible. Generosity, it's all something that we aspire to, we feel good about in ourselves when we are being generous. But there's two types of generosity. There's a generosity in the heart team, which is in our coaching, which is in our intuitive self. When we have genuine generosity, we're really clear about our boundaries in what we're giving, how much we need to give. If we're overstretching ourselves in our giving, we kind of feel good about it. We don't feel resentful afterwards. We just feel really, for years afterwards, we feel amazing about it. So it's not necessarily about just about overstretching yourself in your generosity when it becomes not genuine. It's really giving to yourself and to others from your heart, truly from your heart, truly from your intuitive self. Now the opposite to that, which is very common in codependent relationships, where we kind of where we're getting something out of a relationship that is sort of based on drama, that's based on fear, that's based on instinct, and it's usually really familiar, but it's so familiar that we're kind of really unaware of it. So it's quite paradoxical as well. But when generosity isn't genuine, we quite often afterwards, not that long afterwards, feel resentful about what we're giving away, and kind of get a bit confused about it. It's like, I don't feel particularly good about that. I feel like a bit of a doormat. Why haven't they given to me back? That's not genuine generosity. It's not bad, it's not good, it's just we don't feel particularly brilliant about it after we've given away in a non-genuine way. So again, quite simply, if we tune into, if someone asks us to do something, or if we feel moved to do something, is to really tune in, give yourself a few moments, a few minutes, or even an hour or so if you've got it, to really tune in. Is this what I really need to do for myself? Where's this coming from? Is this really genuine? So the reason I've highlighted that is that it's come up quite a lot this week for myself, and for pretty well much every single one of my clients. Is these sort of waves that are coming through are really kind of flushing out some old behaviours, old conditionings, patterns that we've created together and on our own. So yeah, that's what this week's wave's about. So it's just to highlight that really, and just give us all an opportunity to feel into that, to think about it more, give ourselves an opportunity how often we're doing that or not doing that. My own practice is, in fact my whole life coaching and space clearing practice is based on soul contracts, what I call like a soul contract. I really tune in intuitively. Do I have a soul contract with this person? And one person described me, asked me to describe what does a soul contract feel like. And I said, well, it feels like when you're really true to it, you would pick that person up and carry them across hot coals. And I don't say that lightly, because I've done a firewalk, and it's quite a full-on thing to do. And I've did it without getting burnt. It wasn't burnt at all. It just felt amazing. And you have to walk through. Well, for me, I had to walk through a wall of fear when I first tried it. This firewalk. I actually fell backwards. It's like I walked into a solid wall of fear, and so I kind of got myself prepared again, and I literally felt like I was walking through a solid wall that was made of fear, and I did that firewalk. So when I say I would carry someone across hot coals, I really know what that feels like, so that's why I use that as an analogy for a client that asked me. And that was genuine generosity. I've in my time, when it's felt right, when I felt good about it, I've given a lot away of my time, of my energy, and I still feel really good about it now. And it always comes back to you 1,000-fold. When you genuinely give away from that place unconditionally, it's amazing. When you don't, it feels like crap. And you just, the key quality of when you don't is you feel really resentful towards yourself and another person or people or a situation. So yeah, that's this week's blog. Many blessings on your inner space. Hope you're all enjoying the blogs, integrating them, using them fully in your own personal practices. I'm really enjoying making them. As I'm here on the Caribbean, as I said, it's 5:30 here, or it's probably about 20 to 6 now, and I got up specifically to look at the sunrise, to video it, to take photos. But I'm waking up at 5:30, and by the time it gets to 8:30 at night, I'm like pretty tired. So it starts to get light about, dawn starts to break about 5ish, and it starts to get dark about 20 to 6 in the evening. So I'm kind of in the rhythm of getting up early and going to bed early. So again, much love to you all, and I look forward to speaking with you next week.
Of morning, I call to you. In the midway between going and arriving, I call to you. Into the darkness behind closed eyelids again, I call to you. Into the search for your door, I keep knocking as I call to you, and there is never the same path.
So I've just remembered the affirmation for this week, which is feeling and choosing to be gently empowered each and every day by choosing to love myself unconditionally and choosing to be loved now, forever and always. So the affirmation again is feeling and choosing to be gently empowered each and every day By choosing to love myself unconditionally and choosing to be loved now, forever and always. Much love on your inner space.
I call to you in the midway between going and arriving. I call to you into the darkness behind closed eyelids again. I call to you into the search for your door. I keep knocking as I call to you, and there is never the same path twice.